Official blockchain of UFC. Neil Magny in a familiar spot as underdog. He's 36, Mike Malott 32. Magny taller by a couple of inches. We'll see if he can maximize what is a 7-hit career for Mike Malott. Taking on the credentialed Neil Magny live on pay-per-view. Not far from home. Mike Malott in that Canadian red. Neil Magny counters in black. Early push kick to the lead leg for Malott to open things. Malott looking to attack that lead leg of Magny early on.
And if you saw what Ian Gary did to it, you would do that to Neil. Neil did not deal with those outside leg kicks very well. And he was very limited in how he could fight in his last appearance.
And that one really dug in there on that calf muscle of Neil Magny.
And that's the thing about Neil, right? Neil has been so good for so long, and he's done it without a ton of power. It's not like he's knocking guys out. Neil Magny's always been a guy that drowns you as the fights got longer.
Malott's so good at using attacks like he's doing right now on Magny in order to set up something later. So I promise you, he's setting that leg kick up to set those types of moves up where he steps through and counters on the opposite side. He's so good at switching stance. And this is what Neil Magny does well. He gets this clinch and forces it.
He does that really, really well. But you saw what Malott did. Malott tried to threaten him with a throw, a step around, a Polish, to make sure that Neil went defensive. And when Neil went defensive, Mike just got away from him. Beautiful job by Malott. Making that person feel in their comfortable position that they're on the defensive.
And see, when Malott fights, it's not like a super crazy, hectic pace. He seems to slow everybody down. And they fight his pace.
Right.
Even, I mean, you don't see Neil Magny keep things this slow ever. He's on his back foot, he's kind of waiting. He's usually just pure offense.
I mean, these Canadians, man, and their chants are bad. These are nice people, but they got some dirty mouths, man. If I'm Malott, I'm staying on that outside leg kick. Neil still has not checked one.
7 of 9 for Mike Malott, attacking that lower half thus far.
And that, one of the finishes he had, he's setting us something up always. Nice job to stop that clinch take.
I'm telling you, he just gives him something to think about. He just gives him some sort of feel like he's gonna throw him or do something that makes Neil just relax a little bit.
Malott, an instinctual fighter, but very much a thinking man's fighter, training under crew Alan Homogene, Andre Granbois, and Chris Prickett.
So no more alpha male for Malott.
Correct.
This guy was the coach there, training with all those great wrestlers for so long. You could see how it's benefited him.
Actually, only pro loss came to Hakeem Dawodu at featherweight all the way back in 2014 when Malott was just 22 years of age.
It's finally landing.
Yep. Magny's already kind of limping, bro. Yep.
And it's interesting because when you see a guy like Gary land those leg kicks and him not adjust, you know they're there. You know people are going to keep reading that. You got to make the adjustments if you're Magny.
And when it's that beat up, it doesn't take much to kind of just damage it again.
I believe the Magny corner is calling for some wrestling.
It's just so interesting to me how much Malott slows the fight down. It's not a fast-paced fight, and he's landing. See, like he landed both those shots.
That was nasty. That left uppercut was good.
Magny did land a left hand on the exit. Magny tried to check that one.
But it's already getting... Yeah, he's very light on his left leg already.
Started by poking the knee, And then that leg kick, that leg attack is going to allow him to step through the right hook, left straight. We've seen him finish people with that. He uses that back leg to set up a step through, right hook, left straight, and he's strong with it.
A little frustration from Magny.
Oh,
That was hurt.
Unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law. All right, round 2, Mike Malott in red, Neil Magny in black. Go ahead, Don.
I was just going to say, it's interesting because Magny throws a kick and it's checked immediately. Malott throws a kick and it's not checked. It's just defense is what's winning this fight.
Oh, big right hand for Malott.
now the kick will show itself again from Malott.
Coach Dean Thomas, your mic is hot.
You know, Magny's been in this game for so long, and he spends so much time in the clinch with these guys. I'm surprised that he doesn't have a more dangerous clinch game with his elbows and knees. And it's kind of disheartening to see him in a fight like this where it could be very useful for him to be able to move into that range and use his knees and elbows.
Good read, Dean, and if I know Mike Malott, he will take that constructive comment right to the gym. Pretty good sequence there by Malott. 1 minute gone by round 2. Magny very reactionary here. Beautiful body kick from Malott.
It seems like Neil's frustrated with the way the fight's going, but he's got to press Malott and make him fight it.
Yeah, like you said, DC, I think you saw the frustration right there. He jolted forward and just gave up an easy takedown.
And now we'll see the grappling game of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Mike Malott.
One of his best transitions is setting up that guillotine, training it out from out for so long. I mean, he goes from this, he waits for a guy to give that front headlock.
Well, he tries to let you take half guard, come up to a single leg, and they just attack your neck.
Malott playing with the footwork a little bit. Under 3 minutes here, round 2. Inside leg kick lands for the Canadian.
Oh, he's close on that takedown, but he doesn't commit his hips enough.
Malott does that to him, bro.
Violent takedown from Malott there right on the turnbuckle as he grounds Magny for the second time this round.
Beautiful inside-out trip there by Malott. Every time Magny comes into the clinch, you can see that Malott is trained there. He knew he was going to be pushed into the clinch. He gives him step around, throw look, and then that time he went inside-out trip. It was beautiful.
Good hand fighting here by Magny. He's keeping him from eating a lot of shots here, and he's keeping Malott from being able to just squish him to the floor. But now he gets that third point pressure that he wants, that top pressure, and he's just starting to do work now. Third point pressure is when you got one knee on the ground, you got that shoulder, all that weight digging into the chest so that the man feels like they got a 1,000,000 pound on. It's like a refrigerator on top of you. But Magny doing a good job creating balance scenarios for Malott to deal with, but it's just so hard to keep on top of him. He's active. He's not just laying there, he's trying, but Malott's passed so easily.
Wow, beautiful transition by Malott.
Side mount straight to mount. And that's because you're seeing Magny lay flat on his back, kicking his legs instead of turning to a hit. And he's going to a hit now.
To try to wall walk, yep, to try to bridge him off of him. I think Malott's got him just far enough to where he can't buck and bridge off the side of the octagon.
Grabbing that far hand. Look how he's grabbing that far hand and stretching it out. Hand control is so key in these positions, and Malott's winning that battle.
Yeah, Malott's got the under, the arm on the bottom. He let it go now. He's got to get higher on his chest. You want your hips as high up on his chest as you can get.
Elbows there from Malott. This is his longest UFC fight thus far. No one has extended him to a third round yet. Magny fully mounted here by Malott. Pick your poison. Big ground strikes late in the round from proper Mike Malott.
That'll slice people open quick.
Tuesdays, catch up on all the latest MMA talk with DC and RC. As me and Ryan Clark talk about the sport that we both love so much. You can find the show on YouTube, ESPN Plus, and midnight Eastern on ESPN2.
All right, third and final round. Mike Malott opens with a leg kick on Neil Magny. He has landed 18 of those after landing just 4 coming in tonight. Clearly a big part of the strategy and a big takedown early round through.
You see had the energy to try to get out of it, but he got mounted twice. I mean, he just doesn't have the grappling that Malott has, and you can see it.
Oh, guillotine.
That's what he's
Look at it, yep. He tried to jump on it already.
He's in transition to darts, but he goes for mount.
Magny's got to be very careful here.
There he is. He's good now.
Malott has never won a pro fight by decision. He truly prioritizes the finish. And he's been pretty urgent here to begin round 3.
And that's why this fight's happening, because it's not easy to finish Neil Magny. So it's going to test Malott. This is going to bring more out of him. And it's not saying he can't finish him in this third, but even this is getting more out of Malott than we've seen.
Good single leg by Mike Malott. He isolated it and elevated it, kept lifting up until Neil Magny was not able to keep his balance. Beautiful job by Malott, attacking that back leg with his left foot. He kept driving into him to put him down.
Malott keeping that body weight and pressure on Magny. 3.5 minutes now to decide it.
Saw Jourdain try to finish that takedown on Woodson all night, couldn't get it done.
Last man to finish Neil Magny, Gilbert Durinho Burns, about a year ago at UFC 283 in Rio.
I mean, and Burns really did. Burns beat him in a way that nobody else has. Even Shavkat finished him, but it didn't look like it looked when Gilbert Burns kind of just took him out.
Those guys you just named, I mean, imagine them facing Malott.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's going to have to do. Yeah, he's going to have to fight those guys.
That's coming next, and those are tough matchups. And that's why this Neil Magny fight has to happen for Malott. Look, he's in the third round. He's lasted longer than anybody Malott's fought so far. It's not over yet, but this is the test Malott needs to prepare for the rest of that division.
Well, Malott's going to get somebody in the top 15, not quite in the top 5 next, but he's in the stuff now. Once you break into those rankings, you're in it.
Neil Magny doing a pretty good job defensively, all things considered, minimizing the damage. As yet, no submission attempts for Mike Malott.
We need to see Magny get his feet on the hips, not hook the ankles. I mean, he needs to create some space. He's so lanky, so long. But Malott's just crowding straight in towards the head.
Well, here's the problem, right? When you're Neil Magny, you're a guy that's been around forever, and you start finding yourself on the opposite side of these guys.
Nice takedown.
Inside, he's going to get you.
Nice job by Magny.
Yeah.
Gas tank never an issue for Neil.
Never an issue. You wonder if that guy starts to lose this fight, because he's fighting all the young guys now. Not Neil Magny. Look at him. He's still got a ton of fight in him.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
nice ground strikes now from Magny.
We haven't seen this out of Malott ever. Look, this is a different position. He's kind of find himself on the bottom, getting rained on. Footlock is there for him. Let's see if he can battle. Let's see if Neil Magny can deal with it.
Neil's got to just punch. Stack him up and punch. Neil's got a minute left.
This is the type of stuff that Malot's going to feel that's going to teach him something different.
Beautiful transition in the mount by Magny.
What a job by Magny to pour it on heavy at the end of this
Malot
fight.
is tired.
Oh, my goodness. If he flattens him out, it'll be over.
Look at Magny.
Oh, my goodness.
Big shots from Neil
What if he
Magny.
finishes this here?
Malot is in some serious trouble.
He has no defense. He's eating non-stop shots here.
goodness.
This could be it.
Could be stopped. Wow.
No
Knocking
defense here.
visuals.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa!
15 seconds
Then
left.
he's in the decision.
Neil Magny with a massive upset in Toronto.
Magny weathered the storm and got it done.
How about Neil
Incredible.
Magny extending his UFC welterweight wins record and stunning the masses in Ontario?
That was just incredible. He just folded him at the end. He just did what Neil Magny does. He wore him out, kept the same pace the whole fight, and then right at the end, he kept that same pace, and you saw Malot just slow down just a little, lose the position.
Yep.
And here we are.
He had nothing for it. He had no idea what to do. Let's watch it. Right here, you see Neil Magny go double leg. Malot tries to take a guillotine. When Magny slams him, he loses the guillotine. Now, if you're Mike Malot, all you got to do is survive.
We hadden vooraf over hoe we Mike zouden noemen, Mallet. Maar zullen we hem gewoon Mike Malot noemen? Hoe hij het weg heeft gegeven in de laatste minuut?
Ja, deze zag ik echt niet aankomen. Niemand, denk ik.
Is doodzonde, toch?
Ja, enorm zonde. Het is een jongen met veel potentie, maar hij was leeg. Hij zat er doorheen, hij maakte een fout. En ja, Magny herkent dat direct. Al die ervaring komt dan heel goed van pas.
Zo zullen we hem nog gewoon netjes blijven noemen. Het nu ook realiseert dat dit een bijna zekere overwinning had geweest.
Ja.
Dan was Neil Magny uit de top 15 gekukeld. Maar nu wint hij weer. En dan gaan we, dan gaan we naar Bruce Buffer als Mike Mallet ook zo netjes is om even op te staan.
Als het hem lukt.
Ja.
Ik denk dat hij nog een beetje groggy is.
Nou, Bruce, come on.
Referee Kevin McDonald has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 45 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO!